It all comes down to this. Game 3 of the Cape Cod League Championship Series. It's Bourne against Harwich. Hello and welcome into Pregame Tomahawk Talk. For the last time this season, I'm Adam Gotkin alongside Nathan Schwartz and Cam Manna. And Nathan, in last night's win for Bourne in Game 2, the big thing for the Bravos was scoring runs and scoring them early.
Yes, they did. They scored 1 run in each of the first 4 innings, and then after the bats went quiet for a little bit, they get 3 in the top half of the 8th inning. And when this Bourne team scores first in the latter part of July and the month of August, they have not lost in the last 25 games, 17 wins when they score first. And that's going to be the recipe for success tonight against the Harwich team that also likes to score early.
And today on the mound, the Bravos are going to go with Ethan McIlvaine, the starter against Hyannis in the play-in, who's getting the ball again today.
You give your best starter, you give, in the words of Tim Corbin at Vanderbilt, the bull, the baseball in a game like this. And big players that want the baseball in spots like this usually shine. And McIlvaine did that versus Hyannis. Yes, it was 3 innings. The pitch count got up there, but only 1 run and no hits allowed for McIlvaine. He works out of some crazy jams, works very hard on the mound over and over again, and has that resilient motor to get it done here in a Game 3.
And Nathan, Game 3, win or go home. We've seen some things back in Game 1 that maybe you wouldn't want to see in playoff baseball. What are the keys for you in this game?
Well, we've been saying it all postseason long, right? But it's doing the little things right, limiting the pass balls, limiting the wild pitches, playing mistake-free baseball on the defensive side. Also, you want to get into a lot more quality at bats. You want to be seeing more pitches. You never know how long these guys' leashes are going to be on the mound. And that goes for either side. A lot of starting pitchers are going to be available in this game. So getting the starter out initially is going to be crucial down the line.
Well, first pitch coming up soon at 6 p.m. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue to break things down here on Pregame Tomahawk Talk. Adam Gotkin now joined by Braden Holcomb out of Vanderbilt here on Pregame Tomahawk Talk. You played in more games than anyone else this season in Bourne. You've been here since day 1, and now it all comes down to this final game of the year no matter what. How excited are you for Game 3 of the Championship Series?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good summer. I've had fun, gotten a lot better. Yeah, you're right. I've been here since day 1, but it's good to be here the very last day, still playing, and it all comes down to this, so I'm excited.
We saw yesterday a big part of the team's success was scoring early, 4 runs in the first 4 innings. How important is that today to try and get things going early in the game?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the big thing is just keeping the momentum on our side, so once we score first, it just takes all the momentum and brings it to us, and we just kind of keep it with us and let the other team kind of fade away. So, yeah, scoring first is definitely our big thing that we have to do today. So.
And we've got Ethan McIlvaine on the mound today, getting the start, one of your teammates at Vanderbilt. You've seen him pitch so many times in big moments. How excited are you for him to be on the bump?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. I mean, it's a good choice. He's a dog. He's going to go out there and compete. There's probably not more of a competitor on the roster than him, so he's going to go out there and compete, and he's going to give us our best chance. So.
We saw a couple of the guys who made big impacts in yesterday's game, Tristan Bissetta, David Lewis, guys who joined this team late. How much of an impact have those guys made? Because, you guys also have the most players of any team in the league who have stayed the entire season.
Yeah, I mean, they just came in and they fit with us right away. They kind of gelled with us. And they just, ever since they got here, they've just done nothing but help the team win and hit. So it's good to have them. And I wish we would have had them from the beginning, but it's good that we have them now. So.
And finally, we have this whole community behind you guys in Bourne, all the signs up in the dugout, close to 6,000 people there yesterday in Harwich. Just how much fun is it to play in this competitive of an atmosphere where there's so many people who really care?
Yeah, I mean, it's just an awesome experience. You don't really realize what it's like or how it's like until you get here and, you see all the fans here, and it's just kind of eye-opening. It's, kind of unbelievable, but it's really fun to play in this environment and hopefully bring another championship to Bourne. So.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Yep.
Adam Gotkin here with Sean Brennan before Bourne takes on Harwich in Game 3 of the Cape Cod League Championship Series. Sean, Harwich goes with Bryson Bales on the mound today out of Hendrix College. He was one of the better starting pitchers in all the league during the regular season, but in his one postseason outing, really struggled.
Yeah, in that regular season, he had 3 starts and was very solid, like you said. In total, 21 in the 3rd innings. He had 21 strikeouts, a 2.95 ERA, so very solid stuff. But then the postseason rolls around. Harwich goes into Chatham, Veterans Park, and Bale struggles. An inning and 2/3, allows 3 runs. Obviously, that was a win for Harwich, a high-scoring affair, but it wasn't his best outing, so he's good as a starter, and he'll look to kind of use that to bounce back. He has to, because this is win or go home.
And Bale's hoping for some help from Cam Maldonado at the plate today. He's been Harwich's best player throughout this entire postseason, and he's been really the key for their success this year.
Yeah, you can argue he's been the best player of the postseason. He has 8 hits. That's tied for the league lead in the postseason, and he's just been your typical leadoff hitter. He has 5 runs scored. He was here all summer, led Harwich in average and a lot of other offensive categories during the regular season. So he's a guy who wants to see this out, who wants to close it out with the win, and he's going to do everything in his power to do that.
And Sean, one of the keys in this game for Bourne is going to be bending but not breaking when the moments are big. That's something that they really did well last night.
It was. There were a couple jams that Bourne found themselves in. Mainly Griffin Hughes in the bottom of the third. He comes in with the bases loaded. He inherited that from Tristan Levesque, gets the final 2 outs of the inning, and then his next inning of work, again, struggled with command, allowed 1 earned run. That was the only run Harwich scored. But again, he was able to get out of that inning, minimize the damage. That was something that Scott Landers really liked from his pitchers, and they're going to have to do that again today, because if I were a betting man, I'd say Harwich is going to get guys on base and get their chances.
Well, first pitch coming up at 6 p.m. Win or go home for both squads. The trophy is in the house at Dorn Park for the first time ever. First pitch coming up at 6 p.m. You don't want to go anywhere.